Okay, so now we're going to have a look at adding a glossary to our Moodle page, and a glossary is listed as an activity. So if you click on add an activity and click on glossary, again, if you're working on a Windows machine, it might come up as a separate list rather than a drop down box, but you just need to give your glossary a title. So I'm going to call mine P glossary. I'm going to give it a very short description. You can change things like the number of entries and how you want those entries to appear, so on and so forth in here, but you don't actually need to know any of that. It will do it quite intuitively without you selecting any of those options. If you then click on save and display, your glossary is now set up. So all you need to do is populate your glossary. You can do that as a departmental activity or as a teacher yourself. The easiest way I find of doing it is to look at what already exists. It's a very popular activity in education. There's some really good practice out there already. I've done a search on Google just for a physical education glossary, and I found one that I quite like on cram.com. These are flashcards for revision. So if I scroll down, there are 22 flashcards in this set, and all I'm going to do is keep that page open, go back to my original page and click on add a new entry. It's asking me for the concept, which is the word that you want to describe in your glossary. So I'm going to have abduction as the first one. I'm going to copy abduction, I'm going to paste it in the concept box. I'm going to go back to my glossary and copy the description again, and I'm going to paste it in the definition section, and then I'm going to click on save changes. It'll then take me back to my glossary. You'll see abduction appears in the A column. If I just want the B words, you'll see that abduction disappears. If I click on all, it will include all of them. I'll move on to a different letter, calcify. This instance, I'm going to copy calcify, add a new entry, put the word in the concept box and the explanation of that word in the definition box. Click on save changes, and you'll see that calcify appears. Again, if I click all, you'll see abduction appears and calcify. It's got the letter to denote which category they're in. You can delete them just by clicking on this red cross, and it'll ask you to confirm that you want to delete it. And that's how to add a glossary. Now, on your class page, glossary will appear wherever you've put it with this icon, an open book with some coloured labels. Students find these really useful, and it's something that I add to as a teacher throughout the year. So that's how to add a glossary.